Live from a secret location somewhere in northeast Wisconsin, it's Clubhouse Live, the virtual show. We'll look back on how the Packers fared with our co-host Allen Lazard. We'll talk football. We'll take a peek at what's next on the schedule, and we'll have our usual fun too. We're ready. Allen's ready. Are you ready? It's time to get started. Let's open the doors and welcome to
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is another Monday night here somewhere in northeast Wisconsin. Our secret location remains a secret. Good to see you, everybody. I think. I can't see you. You can see us. You can see that we are high atop the 10th floor still in our safe and sound little bubble. I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin, and I'm just going to ask it. I'm just going to keep asking it now for the rest of the season, but I want to hear virtually, how's everybody doing tonight? Let me hear you. Yes. Everybody's in a good mood. More on that in a bit. But let's get everybody in a bad mood, and that's when I have to introduce the other member of our Clubhouse Live crew. It is Chicago Bears fan, Ricardo Arguello.
Yes, and where's those boos?
Yeah,
where's
the boos
those
are
boos?
coming. They're loud. Oh, it was the double doink. The
Yeah,
double
I guess
doink.
I
We
get
could
it.
hear it.
Good
Ricardo, your Bears minute starts now.
Well, I don't know how. They're still in the playoff race, Brett, but I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. One win in the last 7 games. You're only as good as your last game, though, Brett.
Yeah, whatever.
So they won.
Good. Bears 36, Texans 7. Congrats. They beat a lousy Texans
Very
team.
bad.
Yada,
Very
yada,
bad.
yada. That's enough for the Bears minute. That's all we want to talk
Okay.
about, because your Bears, as Mean Gene would say, still, but we can't say
Yes.
that. It's
Family
a family
show,
show.
Brett.
Speaking of Mean Gene, hey, people have been asking, our unofficial mascot, he emailed me today. He's out of the hospital, slowly recovering from COVID-19, so that's great news. He said he's slowly getting his energy back, but still needs plenty of rest. And he also said his breathing is improving slower, but that's just going to take some time. So please, everyone, keep Mean Gene in your thoughts, and everybody who has been dealing with COVID. Everybody's tired of it. It's been lousy. Thank heavens 2020 is just about over. But I'll continue to pray for you, Mean Gene, and we miss seeing you and everybody at the Clubhouse, all of our fans, and we look forward to being back together again next season. And Mean Gene, we expect to see you back at the Clubhouse when we kick off a new season again in late August. So that's your target date and your motivation. And Rosie, get that picture up of Mean Gene. He sent this to me today, too, in the email, if we can see him on one of the fences along Lombardi Avenue. There he is, front center in the middle. That is Mean Gene on a Packer fence. That's pretty cool. So right by Lambeau Field. So good stuff from Mean Gene. And good to hear he's doing better. All right. Well, let's keep those claps coming. Let's talk Packers 31, Detroit 24. I know everybody loves that, including Mean Gene out there. It's another title for Titletown, as the Packers toppled the Lions on Sunday at Ford Field to win their second straight NFC North championship. Green Bay's offense, hot again, churned out 410 yards with Aaron Rodgers. Ricardo, the league's MVP. He is the MVP. Ooh. He threw for 290 yards and 3 more touchdowns. That gives him 39 TD passes on the season. Devontae Adams continued to rewrite the record books as he became the first player in team history to record a receiving touchdown in 8 straight games. Wow, he finished with 7 receptions for 115 yards and 1 score, that 56-yard catch and dash into the end zone in the first quarter. Also became the first player in league history with at least 90 catches, at least 1,100 receiving yards, and at least 14 touchdowns in the first 13 games of a season.
Is that
Incredible.
good? Is that
That's good.
Okay.
That's something your Bears have never seen. The defense generated 4 sacks and 6 quarterback hits. And how about Mason Crosby, the old guy, booming a clutch and huge 57-yard field goal with 3 minutes remaining to give the Packers a 2-score lead. That's now 10 in the wagon, 3 still lagging, Ricardo. Green Bay is in control of its playoff path. It holds the NFC's top seed and can secure that spot simply by winning out. A Saturday night date with the Panthers at Lambeau Field is next. Hey, Happy Vince. Let's hear the cheers for Happy Vince. He loves it when the Packers win. Good stuff. And he loves it. Our co-host is still here. It is Green Bay Packers wide receiver, Allen Lazard. He's out there somewhere virtually. There he is. There's Allen, the lizard. And Allen's going to make me work again this week. Again, we're going with a 2-for-1, 2 guests for the price of 1. It's cornerback night here on Clubhouse Live as Allen welcomes Jaire Alexander. He's out there somewhere. There he is. He's looking all cool. And Kevin King. He's back out there, too. Where's Kevin? There he is. Wave to the camera, Kevin. All right, so we're going to have a good time with all 3 guys here in a bit. But, Ricardo, it's a virtual show, but still an interactive show.
It is. We invite your comments and questions through our live chat. That can be found online next to our video viewer. We have the great Jake the Snake Prinzen. He's monitoring the chat, and who relay those comments and questions right over to you, Brett.
Hey, everybody knows the rules, but I'm going to say them again. Clubhouse is the hashtag, and give us a follow on Twitter at PCBretzi, at PCRicardo, at Allen Lazard, at Jaire Alexander, and at King_KevVoo. That's 2 V's and 2 O's.
Okay.
Kevo. That's how it goes. So, and give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. So, put the Vikings welcome mat down there. Let's beat a team when they're down, right?
Oh, yeah.
They suffered a tough loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers yesterday. We love it when those goofballs to the west keep tripping over themselves.
Bears will beat them this week.
Yeah, let's do it. So let's get our co-host onto the virtual screen. He is in his 3rd NFL season, almost all with the Packers. He is a playmaker. He's a touchdown scorer. He is a willing blocker. He is hungry. He is humble. And he is our 2020 co-host. It is Green Bay Packers wide receiver, number 13, Allen, the Lizard, Lazard. Where is he? Yes. There's the music. That's Allen's music.
Very groovy.
Always gets him in a good mood. Allen is a year older now since we last saw him. 24, now 25. Oh, it's good to see you, Allen, and the folks out there again. Make sure you watch the entire show. We have another keyword to announce here shortly for the Allen Lazard signed canvas giveaway. So we got a good keyword. So, hey, real quick, check out my T-shirt, Allen. Have you seen that? I'm in the Christmas spirit. Look at that.
Griswold Family Christmas.
Yeah.
I love
Christmas Vacation. My favorite movie. Next week is Ugly Christmas Sweater Night. Maybe we'll all put on our ugly Christmas sweaters and maybe have the Clubhouse fans do something on our Facebook page. But that should be good stuff. How you doing?
I'm good. I feel feels good to be a champion of the North again. Got my birthday wish.
Yes. Well, I was going to ask you if you got anything else for your birthday. Maybe we can talk about that. Any cool presents waiting for you?
Yeah. My mom got me some dominoes and Uno cards, so I can play that around in my free time.
Nice.
Domino's is the game, Brett, not the pizza.
Yes. Oh, I thought you got a bunch of pizzas.
You have to let Brett know.
Hey, speaking of food, because I know, Allen, you love food, but this is Monday now. We found out last week that this is Allen Lazard Cheat Day.
What?
Right? He last week he had a Culver's Butterburger with a strawberry shake. Allen, what did you have today on your cheat day?
Today I decided to actually not cheat. I'm not exactly sure why. I just wasn't really in the mood for anything that wasn't healthy. So actually tonight I'm eating pasta with broccoli and chicken.
That just sounds boring. Terrible.
I like the pasta and the chicken. Broccoli, not so much.
Ooh, I love broccoli. Broccoli and cheese. Hey, and by the way, your birthday tweet, I've got it here. Real interesting. You tweeted that you're still humble for where you are, but also hungry for what's to come. You also said, here's to no more, no mores. What does that mean?
Yeah.
No more, no mores.
No more just means like, I feel like at some point in my life beforehand, I ran out of things. I didn't have unlimited amount, but I feel like I'm getting to the point where in my life where I'm able to obtain things that I never thought were attainable and have a good amount of that in my inventory, so to speak. So, it's more so just like, accepting and where I've come from and the path that I'm on and where I'm going.
Interesting. Always thoughtful with his answers and with his tweets. Here's to, I wish I could say no more, no mores.
No mas.
Yeah. No more, no mores for me. I want to say that. I want to tweet stuff like that. How do I do that, Ricardo?
Well, you got to be hip, number one, swag daddy. And that's
beast.
not you.
I'm the beast,
The
remember?
beast.
Oh,
I'm
whatever.
the beast. That's what I told the guys last week. So, and what was this? I thought maybe this was a birthday gift too. Air Jordans?
Yeah.
Devontae Adams was handing out Air Jordans. Was that to everybody?
Yeah, so that was actually kind of part of my surprise of whatever's in my house. So that Allen Lazard special. It was one part of it. So I'll actually show you like now.
Okay.
Because I wanted to give him a shout out for doing these. So he gave everyone basically got the same Jordan. Jaire and Kevin, I believe, have the same one.
Ooh.
But
Sharp.
for the whole team, it was pretty cool because it ended up being on my birthday, so I felt a little bit more special. But I thought that was something that was really cool that Devontae did for the whole team.
That was very nice.
Very cool. How come you don't give me any shoes?
What are you going to give us? What are you going to give the whole Clubhouse Live team, Ricardo?
My witty banter.
Yeah, I don't think so. So are you going to even wear those, or are they just going to be part of your shoe collection?
Oh, I'll definitely wear them. I'm not sure when yet because it's getting really snowy here. I don't know where my Jordans outside and get them all dirty when I don't have to. So I might have to keep them boxed up for a couple more months.
Good idea. And speaking of merchandise, I think I read this tweet correctly, but are we to expect some Allen Lazard merchandise, some apparel pretty soon? I thought you said you might want to announce something soon. What's that all about?
Yeah, so hopefully we're going to be launching our At the Top website here soon. We're still in the process of getting the domain and all our I's dotted and T's crossed. But hopefully here soon we'll be able to launch our website and then start getting pre-orders out and start selling some merchandise for At the Top for ATT.
Nice. By the way, extra large T-shirt for me. I wouldn't mind one of those. Just being a side buddy and everything.
I'll make sure to get together a nice little care package.
Hey,
Boom, I love
yes.
it. Nice.
Yes, I appreciate that.
thank you in advance.
Finally, some appreciation from our co-host. It only took 12 years, but we finally got there. All right, let's talk a little Packers football. Winning the North, right? That was goal number one for you guys, and you checked it off. It's got to feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, once you're done with the season, all that matters is that you get into the big dance, so to speak. And now that we've clinched the division, that we know we're going to the playoffs, it's kind of a little bit of a relaxation and celebration to defeat that one goal. But we all know that we have a lot more out there for us to achieve and still get focused and ready to finish out the season strong and to be able to go out there and maintain this one seed.
One not done. I think that's what the T-shirt said. One not done. So when's the last time the Bears have ever been able to wear a
2018.
T-shirt?
2018.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember that season. That's way too long ago. What's the vibe like in the building today, Alan? Again, NFC North secured, playoffs clinched, NFC's top seed in reach. Is there even more energy, even more of a buzz, especially now with just 3 games to go and the playoffs looming, and that the destiny is in your hands?
Absolutely. I think, we were all very excited in the locker room after the game yesterday. Just the vibe on the plane ride back, everyone's a lot more chattering and a lot more excited, kind of just flying home, excited to get home, especially knowing that we only have one more game, so to speak, to be on the road, being at Chicago to finish the year, as long as we handle our business and do our job. So everyone's obviously very excited, but it's a lot to finish or a lot to do to still finish the season and put ourselves in a good seat.
And still get better, right? I mean, that's always the goal, week after week, game after game. And I'm just wondering, for as well as you guys played offensively, do you still feel like you left some yards, some plays, and some points on the field?
Absolutely. There's always room for corrections and for improvement. So every single week, we're evaluating the film today and tomorrow making our corrections, seeing where we can get better, and then we're able to go make those corrections Wednesday and be able to move on and still be striving for perfection.
Now, if you remember last week's show, Alan and Ricardo, remember we had Adrian Amos, Darnell Savage. It was safeties night. Now, Adrian, he kind of complained. He said, you guys scored too fast, right? The defense doesn't get enough of a rest. So you guys took care of that yesterday, other than the first drive, which ended with Devontae Adams' 56-yard score.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Adrian was barking on the sideline after that one, despite the score. But then your other scoring drives, I have it right here, 12 plays for 69 yards, 14 plays for 75 yards, 12 plays for 79 yards. I mean, is it more satisfying as an offense to just kind of methodically go down the field and just sort of rip the heart out of a defense rather than scoring fast? I mean, is there a difference? Can you sense the defense getting a little bit frustrated and demoralized on those types of drives?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, probably Kevin and Jaire can add to that from their perspective on the other side of the ball. But I know from my perspective, I know it's very demoralizing and disheartening having those long play drives and coming up with 7 points still out of it. So even though the defense holds us to, a couple of third downs, we're able to convert those and keep the ball moving, keep the chains moving. And it keeps their offense off the field. So ultimately, that our offense being on the field is the best defense. Being able to go out there and be able to put up points.
State your case, Allen Lazard, as to why Aaron Rodgers should be the NFL MVP this season. The race is over, in my opinion. It's done. But why is he the MVP?
Yeah, I think if you just look at his numbers, especially if you really, want to critique film and everything, and you look at the difficulty of his throws, the accuracy, timing of the game situation, and if you're really dial into it, just his play calling and adjustment at the line, I think it's the best in the game. But I think just his touchdown interception ratio throughout his entire career, especially this season, is just not even comparable. And it's really because it's happened so long, people really forget and appreciate how well of an elite level he's been playing at for such a long time.
39 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions. I think his passer rating is 119.7, I want to say, if I'm correct. But I'm never wrong, Ricardo.
Yeah.
But that easily leads the league. It'll be interesting to see, but I think he's a front runner, and I think a lot of people agree with that. So speaking of Aaron Rodgers, he was talking yesterday about the game afterwards, the offensive creativity by Matt LaFleur and Nathaniel Hackett, your offensive coordinator. He called it next level. So what does he mean by next level, Alan, and how does the scheme set up guys for success?
Yeah, so obviously it's a little bit more difficult playing people that you're very familiar with, being NFC opponents or North opponents. So these guys obviously know Aaron very well throughout his entire history. So for us to be able to go out there and still be able to put up points, and for the coaches to be able to find ways to put guys in position to be successful and sustain these long playing drives, shows the creativity and the intricacies of how these plays are dialed up and worked in the timing of when they're called.
Interesting stuff. Ricardo.
Yeah, check this out, Brett. We have, and Alan and everyone else listening out there, viewers from Virginia, Michigan, New Jersey, Tennessee, and more. But not just that, Brett. We're international. We got viewers from Brazil.
Yes.
They speak Portuguese over there.
A Brazilian audience tonight. Hey, we're all over the world.
All over.
We love it. The internet sensation.
Brett, you ever been to
Clubhouse Live
Carnival over there in Rio?
I've never been there.
Ooh, you might want to do that, my friend.
Yeah, maybe someday. But let's talk about Titletown in Green Bay, Wisconsin, the most beautiful place on earth right now. Right, Ricardo? You agree with that?
Minus the snow, yes, I would say.
The snow's going to melt by the end of the week. It's supposed to get warmer. So a few more things, and it's time for our first time out. Aaron Rodgers, again, had this, I thought it was pretty interesting, Alan. He said after the game that he feels your team has a lot of role players and that guys have embraced their roles. And by roles, he means everyone has a specific role, something that leads to team success, that they know their role and they execute their role. And he mentioned you and specifically saying your praises yesterday and what you do with your blocking and the run game, and for your receivers and blocking for them, as well as having games in which you do have a lot of targets. So I'm just wondering, first of all, he said, I can't say enough about how important it is when guys embrace those roles. So how important has the idea of guys accepting their roles meant to team success this season?
Yeah, I think a big reason for why I had success last year was, I was able to embrace my role early on with my playing time and everything. It just, I was particularly just special teams last year for the first 5-6 games. So I knew that I was going to get a lot of reps offensively. So I really honed in on, what I had to do on special teams to be successful and put our team in the best position to win. So, I think we're able to kind of create that identity now, and then getting towards the later end of the season, people are getting more comfortable. The rookies are, this is like the fourth quarter of the season for them, their first NFL season. So those guys and the younger guys on special teams are able to kind of figure out the role and know how to practice, and learn how to bring that standard every single day and work hard. So now that we have people that are in those positions, we're able to get the most out of practice every single day.
I also have this that Aaron Rodgers said about you. It's Aaron Rodgers praising Allen Lazard show.
He loves Allen Lazard.
He loves Allen Lazard. Now, just recently, everybody watches Aaron on the Pat McAfee show. That's every Tuesday. Always very insightful. But he said this recently, I think it was the December 1st show, quote, about Allen. He's just one of those super smart football players, like he just gets it. He's in the right spot at the right time. And a little bit later, he said, you do, quote, things that don't show up unless you're a football person, end quote. So what does it mean, Allen, to hear your quarterback say those things about you?
I mean, it's always appreciated, getting praise from your teammates, especially someone of his stature and everything. To hear his appreciation, obviously, very humbling. But yeah, I mean, I think it just shows the dedication and how much time and effort I put into football and my craft and doing whatever the best thing I can do for this team to go out there and be successful and win.
Yeah, Aaron said to Pat, quote, when guys make smart reactionary plays, that gives you confidence that you can win with these people, because talent only goes so far. Everybody's talented, but you got to have that extra drive, that extra will. Like the Lizard, Ricardo, maybe you could learn a few things from number 13.
That's true. Maybe you could learn a few things.
What are you talking about? Look at me. Me and him, we're carrying the show right now. We're carrying this show. Last thing, I got to ask you about the watermelon kick. That's like the new fad.
I saw that
the
a couple
onside
times
kicks.
yesterday.
And it seems to be effective.
Yeah.
It's real interesting. Now, Allen, you were right there at the end on that onside kick attempt. And what are you coached to do? Because I'm sitting there thinking, grab the ball before it goes 10 yards, jump on it. But it was close. I mean, were you pretty confident that had gone out of bounds and the officials made the right call?
Yeah, I was pretty confident in the moment and everything. We're kind of just taught just to be a football player and to react. I could tell the way that the ball was kicked, and it probably wasn't going to make it to 10 yards, so I don't want to get up there and accidentally have any incidental contact with it for no reason. So the way that I saw it coming out of bounds, I was right there just in case something were to go bad. But it clearly hit out of bounds first, and we won. So everything's good. Everything's good.
A lot of Lions fans complaining about that, but who cares? It was out of bounds. So, yeah, let's take a timeout. Tonight's Stat Pack. I saw this on NFL.com, guys. The Packers have had 9 games this season in which they've scored at least 30 points while not recording a turnover. That's incredible. That's tied for the most such games in a single season since 1940. Wow. Scoring points and winning the ball, right? Overall, the Packers have reached the 30-point mark in 10 games, lead the league in total points scored with 410. Now, the team record for points scored in a season is 560. That's crazy. That was set back in 2011. So that mark looks safe with 3 games to go. But the 486 points that were scored in 2014, which ranks as the second most in team history, that looks like that could be toppled and within reach. By the way, the Packers have scored 30-plus points in 4 straight games. So how about a virtual round of applause for the productivity, the points, and winning the ball. All right, let's get your guests onto the virtual screen. This is going to be a lot of fun. Our guest tonight, one is in his third NFL season, all with the Packers. The other is in his fourth NFL season, all with the Packers. One was selected by the Packers in the first round of the 2018 NFL Draft. The other was selected by the Packers in the second round of the 2017 NFL Draft. One has started in all 12 games in which he has appeared, has 43 tackles, including 33 solo stops and 1 interception, 8 pass breakups. The other has 8 starts on the season, has 37 tackles, including 30 solo stops and 3 pass breakups. One was named a Pro Bowl alternate last season. The other had a Pro Bowl type of year last season after finishing with a team-leading 5 interceptions. One starred collegiately at Louisville. That's how you say it. Louisville. Okay. The other was a standout at that other UW school, Washington. But we all know Wisconsin is the true UW, not Washington. One is into yoga and can actually juggle. Did you know that, Ricardo?
Wow.
The other is into push-ups. And together, like last week's safety duo, these guys form one of the top cornerback duos in the NFL. How about a Clubhouse Live virtual welcome for Green Bay Packers cornerbacks, number 23, Jaire Alexander, and number 20, Kevin King. There they are.
They're pretty chill, Brad.
They're kings of the North.
That's right.
Right? Kings of the North. Gentlemen, welcome to the big show tonight. Great to have you guys here, but because this is Allen's show and you are Allen's guests, Allen, as always, asks the first question of the night. What is it, Allen?
Okay, so I've been asking this question pretty frequently now, so still running with it. If I were to be in your hometown, come visit you, Kevin, going out to the Bay, back in Oakland, Jaire, out in North Carolina, where are you going to take me to go get food first? Where's the best food place to take me? Kevin, you go first.
All right. Sure, well, it all depends on what you're trying to eat. You know, you're on that healthy tip right now. So, really, bro, I'd probably take you to my grandma's house. You know, that's where you're gonna get that stuff, man. You know, she gonna cook it up. Pop's gonna be on the grill, grilling it up. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna have a great plate and a lot of knowledge.
I love it.
Yeah. I say you gonna come to my crib, man. My mom's gonna whip it up for you, man. Whatever you need, man.
Okay. I always love home cooking, so I think those two answers are probably the best.
I love it. It's always a food question.
Always a food question.
To start us off. Allen, always very hungry on Clubhouse Live. So, well, guys, thanks for being on the show. Jaire, I want to ask you this first. Now, I read that you have been trying to learn how to juggle. How is that coming along? And can you give us a demonstration? Do you have some tennis balls handy that you can kind of juggle for us? The Clubhouse Live crowd would love it.
Juggling is pretty it's gotten pretty easy, but once you get to like the fourth ball, it's like, dang, it get a little hard. Dang, I think I got some like table tennis balls over there on the side. I can go get after you ask Kev a question.
Sure, yeah, go ahead. It's not on the script, but I'm going to ask Kevin a question anyway. Kevin, how's the push-up regimen going? Remember, we talked about this on Clubhouse Live last year that Kevin is big into push-ups. He can do like 500 in like 3 minutes. It's incredible.
Wow.
Kevin, are you still doing those push-ups, still working out that way?
Well, I would say that was probably more last year. Just things that I was doing kind of to get my shoulders back right. Definitely still on it, a little bit. Just a lot of like shoulder rehab and stuff, shoulder maintenance. So still work out that way. But yeah, no, push-ups is something I've been doing since I've been little. My dad kind of got me on it. It's one of those workouts you can do anywhere, any time. So You know, so if you want to get jacked out there, start hitting them push-ups.
Like me. Have you seen how massive my chest is?
Yes,
It's
Brett,
incredible.
you and I should start doing push-ups.
I do push-ups.
Really?
I can do 100 in 2 minutes.
Get out
in
of
2
here.
minutes, 100 push-ups.
I don't
Maybe
believe you
less.
for a
It's
second.
incredible. Okay, here's Jaire. He's there.
Oh.
He's back.
Go.
He's got the ping pong balls, I think. Look at him go.
Look at that.
That's tough.
That's good.
That's great hand-eye coordinator.
Okay, now, Jaire, just do this for the rest of the show. Just keep doing that as long as you can, the rest of the show. And we'll just have the conversation. Here, just keep going. No, I'm just kidding.
Having a blast.
That's impressive.
Ask me a question.
Well, there's our crowd. Jaire's going to show off now while
he
he
is.
juggles.
Now, where's that fourth ball, though?
Hey! I told you that fourth one gets tricky now.
That's
I'll
good.
be all over the living room trying to get it.
Hey, who's between you and Kevin? We'll ask Jaire. Who talks the best trash on the field? Cornerbacks talk trash, right? Who's the best trash talker?
He asked you, John Money.
Oh, he asking me?
Yeah. You said to ask you a question.
Yeah. No, I say I'm the best trash talker out there, but I say that Kev always got my back though. Kev be the first one to have my back out.
Kevin,
Yeah.
what is an example of a typical trash talk conversation with an opposing wide receiver? And keep it clean. It is a family show, but give us a gist. How's that go?
Man, like the crazy thing is that people always ask me, what do you be saying out there? When you make a play or something, what do you say? It's kind of really just the first thing that comes to your mind. Sometimes you're not even really talking to the person. You kind of just saying stuff, like kind of pumping yourself up in your head, But kind of with the guys, though, it kind of just depends on, what type of energy they got. I always keep my head on a swivel, so I can tell when when Jaire starts talking, and when the guys come back at him, we got to make sure that we own them.
There you go. So if you guys are in press coverage, right? You're tight against the line. Are you talking trash before the play? Is there a little chatter going on? What do you think, Jaire? You talking trash before a snap?
Sometimes I'm like, yeah, the quarterback not about to throw you the ball right now. Like, I'd be like, or I just be doing something in front of the receiver and he just keep looking at me. That counts too.
Yeah. These cornerbacks, they're different type of people. They have a different type of confidence, Ricardo's.
Yeah. Hey, now, who's the mouthiest receiver, and is it Allen Robinson, my guy?
No.
Yeah, no. All right, just curious.
I mean, mouthiest receivers, ain't really been too many receivers out there talking like that, talking too much.
Oh.
They know what's up, yeah.
Shut them up.
Yeah. They respect these guys.
Yeah.
Number 23, number 20. So how about this? Who wins in a one-on-one battle with Allen Lazard? You're lined up one-on-one. Allen, are you winning that battle?
I know what they're gonna say too, but I'm for sure gonna every single time. But we've had some great battles though. Like Kevin and Jaire have definitely helped me so much in my individual game of just battling them every single day, especially during camp. And there's still two different types of corners, so I'm really, in a sense, getting both spectrums of what a corner. Jaire's a little bit smaller, quicker, really great feet and ball skills. Kevin's a lot longer, lengthier, and he's gonna grab me a lot more, and I'm about to fight through a lot more contact just because that's how he plays. So I'm able to get and work on so much of my game just with those two guys. But I'm for sure going to pick myself every single time. So.
Of course. Good. Jaire, are you picking yourself in that battle?
Yeah, most definitely.
Not even a hesitation, Brad.
And that's it.
That's
Enough
it.
said. Kevin, you versus Allen. Who's winning?
Yeah, I got that. I mean, but we be battling though. We be battling. We all be battling, like you said.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
love this. I love the receiver corner thing.
Comment, though. I mean, like the smaller comment, but it's all good. It's all good.
Hey, yeah, I ain't like the grabbing thing either. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let it slide.
Yeah, you know how it be. You know how it be. You gotta keep it a buck.
That's right. By the way, Jaire, is it bright in your house tonight, or what's going on there?
It's only bright for the occasion. You feel me?
Yeah. Hey.
Normally it's like dark. Normally it's dark.
Clubhouse Live always brings out the brightness of all occasions. So I'm going to ask both of you guys, if you could change one rule that favors the offensive players, because everything favors the offense, right? Everything does. But if you could change one rule, Kevin, what would it be?
I think that OPI and DPI should have like a similar, if they throw a Hail Mary at the end of a game and we get a DPI, they're going to get the ball, at the 1 yard line, as to if they get an OPI, they take them back 15 yards. I think if it's going to be a spot foul, then take them back that same amount of yards.
Oh,
that's what I think.
Good idea.
I like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Jaire, how about you?
Shoot, let me see. I think you should be able to like if you're able to grab a receiver and pick them up, you should be able to slam them.
Oh, wow.
Alan,
how do you think about that?
Alan, thoughts on that?
I don't think I don't put myself in the position to get slammed.
Okay.
So I think I'll be good. It's just funny because I've seen John try to do it a few times, especially last year.
Interesting.
Yes. This is a fun show.
I like this.
This is good. Everybody's confident, talking a little trash to each other. That's good stuff. Now, let's start with Jaire. What is besides the obvious, the most challenging aspect of playing cornerback in the NFL?
That's a good question. Mm-hmm. I think the most challenging aspect is just keeping that confidence, because, receivers, man, they going to catch the ball. A lot of cornerbacks who don't have that confidence, kind of getting their head, getting their own way, but you got to think that you're the best. You got to know that you're the best, so just that confidence part is big.
Kevin, you agree? More mental than physical when you're out there? Because you are out there one-on-one. You're going to get beat sometimes. You just have to erase that and move on, right?
Absolutely. It's kind of a weird mindset, because you got to line up every play like, this guy is not going to beat you. But at the same time, you kind of have to know that, getting beat is inevitable, kind of thing. So it might happen, and if it happens, it's like, you can't do it again, so you got to have that mindset, like Jaire said. And, we have different things on the sideline that we do. We're always talking to each other, just reminding each other, that, we are those guys, and we have to, reset and refocus every time we go out there. So just reminding each other.
Yeah. A few more things, actually, and it's already almost time for the Clubhouse Live Challenge. Crazy fast how the show is going. But quickly, assess the defense. 3 weeks to go, 3 games to go. Kevin, let's start with you this time. How do you think things are trending for the defense as you get ready for playoff football? Are you feeling pretty good about how things are headed that way?
Yeah, I definitely think, things are trending upwards, just like the energy and the juice. Kind of starting to click on that level. Really just having guys out there just ready to play, knowing their roles, knowing, later on in the season, not too much new stuff going in, really being honed in on the details of, the little things that we're doing. So, just playing fast. So definitely trending upwards, and we having fun out there.
Yeah, looks like it too. Jaire, feel free to juggle. Go for it. But trending upward, you like the direction of the defense as you get ready for what looks like it could be a long playoff run? Oh,
you muted yourself.
oh, you muted yourself, Jaire.
Come on, man.
Can we hear him?
Wait, try again. Oh no.
Bro, got that Boost mobile Wi-Fi.
Well, I tell you what, we'll wait. We'll wait for Jaire to kind of work on the technical aspect of things. But maybe I can ask Kevin. Oh, we had him?
Nah.
No. Well, Kevin, let me ask this about your defensive backs coach, Jerry Gray. New this year. He's furious over there. He's going to start throwing things. I don't know what happened. I don't think that's on our end, Rosie, is it? Nope. Everything, it must be something with Jaire's computer connection. But anyway, Jerry Gray, a very successful defensive coordinator in the league, actually was a very good cornerback, a Pro Bowl cornerback.
Back in the day.
Top first-round pick, Ricardo, by the L.A. Rams way back when. What, Kevin, what has Coach Gray meant to you and the defense? How much has he played a role?
Yeah. Coach Gray has been big. He's my third DB coach, since I've been in the league. So you learn a lot, from each guy. But Coach Gray, he was a player. Like you said, he was a player. So he knows, like, the things, you guys were talking about earlier, those football plays that you only know if you're a football guy. He knows the little things about those type of stuff. He's seen a lot of football. Knows concepts, really knows what offenses are trying to do to you from a schematic standpoint. So he has us out there really on a upper level thinking. So really knowing what's coming.
A great addition to the Packers staff. Jaire has disappeared. We're not sure what has happened to him. But Ricardo, do you have a quick online question before we play the game?
Yeah, Andy Gilbert asks, and maybe Jaire can ask this when he gets back, but how do you work on your hands throughout the season? So we got a defensive back and a receiver. How do you work on those hands?
So we usually hit the jugs, pre-practice, post-practice. Obviously, every day we work on routes, running routes, and then just on air. So just the quarterback throwing to us, no one guarding us. I think, honestly, most of our hand stuff and the little parts of our game as far as route running and stuff, because the work week is so fast and we're constantly, putting in new plays, practicing new things. You don't really get a lot of time to work on your individual craft. So a lot of that work is for the off season and training camp. So it's really just that the beginning part of the year that you kind of work on the little things. But more so now,
Alan,
just
actually, the question was in the off season. I'm sorry, I think I might have misspoke. Off season, what do you guys do?
Oh, yeah. So, we catch jugs. Football's off the jugs. There's tennis ball machines that shoot out. And really, for me, it's all about, you catch with your eyes. A lot of receiver coaches, receivers tell you catch with the eyes. You got to be able to see it. So it's really just working on your hand-eye coordination, whether it's one hand or two hands, and just tracking the ball and then just kind of just focusing on that.
Good stuff. All right. You got something else, Ricardo?
Well, no, they want to know Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Kevin.
How do you work on those hands, Kevin, in the off season?
Yeah. I would say from a DB perspective, it's a little different. They talk about catching the flash of the ball. And what that means with receivers, they're watching the quarterback throw it. The ball's coming out of the quarterback's hand. They kind of know what's going on for the most part. They have, routes and stuff where a guy like A-Rod will throw it before you break. But really just catching the flash of the ball. We're guarding guys, and then at the last second, we put our eyes up and, we got to track it and we got to catch it. So, doing drills that, translate to the game, just kind of, knowing how to, turn your head and keep running. You might lose a step like that. So just drilling things that really translate to the game, just catching a flash of the ball.
Catching the flash of the ball. I like it. All right. Good stuff. Jaire, can we hear you still? There we go. Jaire, can you hear us now?
maybe. Still something.
Still not working? Jaire? Good? I don't think so. I think something happened with those ping pong balls. So this is what we're going to have to do. Rosie, we need the music. We got to keep going. The show goes on.
Show must go on.
It is time for tonight's Clubhouse Live. Here it is. Challenge. It's time to play the game. Let's go. I think Jaire is just going to be watching the show from the rest of the night. So that's okay. He can hear us. He can hear us, but we can't hear him. So I don't know what's going on. But here we go.
FaceTime me, Jack.
Yeah, FaceTime. Maybe you could do that. But let's do this real quick. Clubhouse Live Challenge. Guys, this is a game. Alan, you know it well, and you've been red hot. How well do you know? How well do you know? It's a rapid-fire trivia contest. I'm going to ask 5 questions. They each pertain to the same category. There's Jaire. If you think you know the answer, raise your hand and scream ding, because you can't ring the bell. You have to raise your hand and yell ding. So each question is worth 1 point. Ricardo will keep track.
Yeah, can Jaire hear us? Is everything good?
Can you hear us, Jaire?
Yes.
Yes, he can. There we go. Look at this. Teamwork. We're seeing teamwork.
I love it.
Packer teamwork right here. Then there will be a bonus question of a point total that I'll determine to make sure Allen wins the game. Now, Allen had a perfect game last week.
Perfect.
11-0.
He whooped up on those safeties.
This is what you're playing. You each have playing partners, and the winner tonight gets this signed Allen Lazard photo. I love it. Got a bunch of these to give away. The runners-up, since it is snowy and icy now, USA Today Network Wisconsin Ice Scrapers. Yes. So, Allen, your playing partner tonight is Mindy Shulak. Can you say hi to Mindy?
Mindy, let's go. Keep everyone keep growing.
Here we go. Jaire, your playing partner is Randy Spees. Can you say hi to Randy?
What's up, Randy?
Okay. And Kevin, your playing partner is Tim West. Can you say hi to Tim?
Okay, West Coast, baby. What up, Timmy?
West Coast, yeah. Here we go. So tonight's category, we are in the holiday season, is Christmas tunes. I'm going to ask you questions about Christmas music, classic Christmas tunes. So here we go, Ricardo.
Oh, boy.
Guys, remember, raise your hand and yell ding. Trivia question number 1. In the song Silent Night, all is calm and all is what?
Dang.
By dang.
Allen got it first.
Bright.
Yes.
Wow.
Ricardo, score.
1 for Allen, none for Jaire and Kevin.
I don't know about that one.
I can tell that this is going to be more competitive than last week's game. Number 2. Who was Mommy seen kissing underneath the mistletoe? Oh, Kevin, yes. Go ahead, Kevin. Santa Claus, yes, Ricardo.
1 for Allen, 1 for Kevin, none for Jaire.
Allen, no perfect game tonight. Trivia question number 3. In the song Deck the Halls, how many la's are in fa la 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 la? Jaire. I know a strategy here.
8 or 9.
8. He said 8.
He said
That is
8. That's
correct.
it.
Yes. He cheated. He raised his hand and then started counting.
Well, everyone has 1, Brett.
1, 1, 1. Trivia question number 4. In Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Santa makes his list and checks it how many twice? How many times? Oh, Allen, I gave it away. No, we can't do it. That's a penalty on me. That's a penalty on me. I gave you the answer.
Yeah, come on, Brett.
Twice. I'm sorry. I screwed it up.
Okay.
Here we go. Trivia question number 5. What does Feliz Navidad mean?
Dang.
Oh. Who
Wait,
said
I
it?
think Kevin said ding.
Kevin said ding.
He
Okay,
raised his
Kevin.
hand.
Ricardo, you said Kevin. What does it mean?
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
It does,
or
yes.
Happy Christmas?
Now, technically, he didn't raise his hand.
You said Kevin.
I did say Kevin. Okay, my bad, guys.
So Kevin 2, Allen 1, Jaire 1. That means the bonus question is worth 2 points. Remember, raise your hand.
Technically, I got my hand raised already.
He's already complaining. It's like he's mad about a penalty.
Yeah.
He's always and the officials here. Here we go. What? Look at Allen. What was Bing Crosby dreaming of? Dreaming of. Alan, do you know it?
Ding.
Yes.
Yeah.
A White Christmas?
Yes, he pulled it out again. Allen Lazard wins. How well do you know?
Is that 7 in a row?
That's a lot in a row.
I think
and
he's might have won
every time he wins, the Packers win. We need some championship music. That means Mindy, you're going home with the signed Allen Lazard photo. Randy and Tim, you get this cool USA Today Network Wisconsin ice scraper. And that's how you play How Well Do You Know. We'll do another Christmas one next week. Good job, guys. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Yes.
Not me. I hate snow. Hate snow with a passion. All right, Rosie, get ready. We've got 2 video questions tonight from fans out there. Let's roll the first one from Kyle Russo. Go for it, Rosie.
I have a question for Alan, Kevin, and Jaire. I know Alan really loves talking about food and food in general. So my question is, what are your guys' favorite post-game meal? Do you have any favorites that you really like to have? Also, after yesterday's big win, did you guys celebrate, do anything extra or have anything special for food after the game? Congrats on the win, guys, and go Pack Go.
Alan, what is the post-game spread?
My favorite go-to is just pizza. Sausage, cheese, pizza. It's classic. It's nice and heavy. Usually after a game, you're pretty exhausted, so it's something that kind of fills you up, and it's really kind of hard to eat sometimes after the game just because of the amount of stress that you're putting on your body. It just kind of puts you in a mode where you don't really want to eat sometimes. So usually pizza or fruit. Sometimes fruit's a little bit better to kind of take on. But yesterday we had Mission Barbecue. It was pretty good after the game. Had some nice sausage links and brisket. That was pretty good.
Fantastic.
Wow. NFC North Championship dinner. Kevin, what's your go-to meal after a game?
It's crazy. Like Laz said, it's definitely hard to eat, after the game. Adrenaline pumping. Normally, probably don't even eat till like a few hours later. Maybe get something small right after the game, but actually like a big meal not until probably a few hours later. The thing about the away games, you never really know what they're gonna have. It's kind of a surprise, and that's kind of a thing I kind of look forward to. Really since I've been in college, kind of like, well, we're going to this city. I wonder, what type of food they're gonna have, from this city. So it's definitely cool. Like Alan said, we had Mission Barbecue. It was good. I had some chicken, some barbecue chicken and stuff. So it was that's what I ate last night.
Sounds good.
That is cool.
Jaire, what's your favorite thing to eat after a big game?
So last night I had like a really big turkey leg. Man, that thing was fire.
How you eat it, Josh?
Huh? Oh, hey man, I got me some Cholula hot sauce, man. I just peeled off a piece of that turkey and I dip it in the hot sauce and I eat it.
Right.
Oh, that's good, man. That Mission Barbecue. They're not a sponsor.
No, they aren't, but they should. All right, another video question from our friend Tracy Santos. Rosie, go for it.
Great game, guys. I assume that you knew ahead of time that you would be able to clinch the NFC North if you won, since Minnesota had lost. Would you rather know, or does that put extra pressure on you during the game that you don't need? Thanks.
Good question.
Great question.
Lizard.
Honestly, I didn't know. Just because of like how you kind of get ready for the game and everything. It's kind of hard to watch other games and stuff once you get to the stadium and all that. So I kind of get off of social media for the most part and just really kind of just listen to music and just kind of be present, talk to my teammates, and get ready for the game. So I actually really didn't know. I kind of figured and just from like seeing the highlights or watching the game before I got to the stadium. But as far as adding pressure, no, I think it's the same amount of pressure that we put on ourselves every single week to go out there and perform. So, no, it's just a little bit more satisfying having the hats and T-shirts after the game.
Yes, excellent. So thanks to Kyle, thanks to Tracy. What do they get for
Brett,
having their video questions asked?
They get a signed photo of Allen Lazard.
Yes.
Wow. Each week we'll ask you to submit video questions for during Monday's show. Look for it on Facebook.com. YouTube.com/Clubhouse Live.
All right, Alan, get ready because it is time for everybody's favorite segment. It is time for something cool
Here we
from
go.
Allen Lazard's house. What are you going to show us tonight, Alan?
Oh, those kicks were the best.
Look at that.
Yeah. So you saw the first part, which was the shoes Devontae had gifted everyone. The second part is because I got a new hat yesterday. It's my old NFC North hat, champion hat, that I've had hanging around my house so I'll be able to replace it, and maybe I'll do like a signing and giveaway. For this event.
Wow.
Very good. Very gracious.
Very
and at
nice.
some point, we need to do a segment of what is in the doors in Allen Lazard's house
Yes.
that are behind him. I'm intrigued by what's behind those
You don't
two
wanna
doors. It's like, let's make a deal.
He said you don't want to know.
Behind door number 2. All right, how about a virtual round of applause tonight for Alan, Kevin, and Jaire? Yes, what a show. Kevin doing double duty, playing producer for us tonight and making sure we can still hear Jaire. So, time to go up north, guys. This is where it's time to go up north with Mark Olenichik Realty. If you are buying or selling real estate, Northeast Wisconsin, contact the licensed professional realtors at Mark Olenichik Realty. Call 920-432-1007 or visit olej.com. Now, guys, this is where we pick Saturday night, Lambeau Field, Packers-Panthers. Ricardo,
Yes.
who are you going to pick to win the big game?
First off, this is going to be – I know you've picked them to probably beat Carolina by quite a bit. I think this is going to be a close game. If Christian McCaffrey's back, he's a multi-talented guy. He can do a whole lot of things. I think it's going to be a closer game. I think Green Bay wins still. I think they'll win by field goal, but I think it's going to be close, actually. Carolina's a better team than what their record shows. They're competitive in most of their games.
Yeah, well, I don't think the guys are very impressed what a Bears fan has to say. Hey, Alan, the victory visor going back on the head again. How about a round of applause for that? Because I am picking a 34-23 Packers victory, and it won't even be that close. The score is going to be closer. It's going to be like a late junk touchdown for the Panthers. They're slumping. They've lost 2 straight, 4 of their last 5. They have been in a number of close games, but they're 2-7 in those games, and it's been a disjointed season for the Panthers with some injuries. They can turn the ball over, take turnovers, but the Packers are so good in that department. So I think this will follow a familiar script, guys. Aaron Rodgers, 300-plus yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 to Allen Lazard.
Here we go.
Maybe Jaire or Kevin King with a pick 6 on Saturday night.
On Teddy
Maybe
Bridgewater.
We'll see that. So the Packers win number 11 and take a step closer at securing the NFC's number 1 seed. What do you guys think? Alan, Jaire, Kevin, do you like the victory visor?
Absolutely.
Love it.
Need it.
There we go.
Need that 1 seed.
They need that 1 seed. This victory visor, almost undefeated. Ricardo, Packers News app, quick.
That's right, with exclusive commentary, insider analysis, award-winning photos and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Packers coverage team. That Packers News app, your one-stop shop for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers. This app is available for iPhone and Android users only, Brett.
Okay, and I'm going to put up tonight's keyword. Again, we're giving away this cool
Look at that.
16 by 20 canvas print signed by Allen Lazard. One lucky fan's going to win it. Let me see if I can get it onto
Come on, Brett.
There we go. There it is, 16 by 20. We will continue to display a keyword during each episode of Clubhouse Live through our December 28th show. All you have to do is watch and collect the keywords. Fans who submit the correct list of keywords will be eligible and registered. From there, we'll randomly select the lucky winner, which we'll announce as part of our January 4th show. You can always watch past episodes to get keywords at clubhouselive.com.
Oh, I like that picture in front of your mug.
Rosie, time for tonight's keyword. There it is, ATT. ATT at the top, but it's got to be ATT. So there you go. And one more look at this cool bobblehead. Ooh. It's your season to win with the Packers Holiday Giveaway presented by Bobbles Galore. Get him out of there. Enter this Superfan Sweepstakes today for your chance to win one of 5 awesome Packers prizes like autographed memorabilia and this legendary quarterback bobblehead set
but
from
not the
bobblesgalore.com. Enter the Packers Holiday Giveaway now through December 20th. Visit us at packersnews.com/giveaway to enter. That's a pretty cool bobblehead. You have Bart Starr, Brett Favre, and Aaron Rodgers all together. So get Ditka out of there. Move him out of there.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's the
so,
coach.
Alan, it's your turn. It's tonight's final word. What do you have to say?
Well, like always, thank you, Jaire and Kevin, for joining me tonight. It was excellent. Even more so to you, Kevin, FaceTiming, making this whole thing work.
Saving us.
Yes.
But for everyone else, congratulations on helping us get to goal number 1, become an NFC North champion. So let's all celebrate today, but back tomorrow, back to work, and we got more unfinished business to do.
Yes, they are not finished. One, but not one. I think was that the T-shirt said?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yes. Kevin, Jaire, thank you so much for joining us on our virtual Clubhouse Live tonight. It was great fun. And hopefully we can do it again in person next season. So thank you guys, and good luck the rest of the way. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Alan, we appreciate you, and we will see you again next Monday night. So for Ricardo, for Rosie, for Jake, and the crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin, I am the Beast, Brett the Beast, signing off. We will be back here next Monday night as we celebrate a big Packers victory over the Carolina Panthers with that guy. He's on the upper right of your screen. It is Green Bay Packers wide receiver, number 13, Allen, the Lizard, Lazard. Mean Gene, take it away.
Go, Pack, go! Go, Pack, go! Green and gold! Go, Pack!